So recently, I had a good idea. I was thinking about watching like CNN News and just seeing how stupid it is. Because trust me, it's pretty stupid. So let's see the newsroom.
Welcome to our viewers joining us here in the United States and all around the world. You are watching CNN Newsroom, and I'm Rosemary Church. Just ahead, it took about 2 months for the US to report its first 50,000 coronavirus cases. Now the country has recorded that many cases in a single day. As outrage grows,
Oh, gee, maybe if there wasn't fucking a bunch of BLM people protesting.
They have started briefing the president less
Oh
often
God, more
about
Trump and
Russian
Russia intel shit.
We will find out why.
So
And we
retarded.
ask a member of China's National People's Congress how a 15-year-old girl may be a threat to the country.
Oh yeah, look at how much the police mob up in Hong Kong when you protest.
Security law.
Oh God, it's gonna be even hard to watch CNN. These people are so retarded. But hopefully I can come up with some funny commentary while you have to watch this stupid shit.
Good to have you with us.
I mean, she's kind of a MILF though, I'll give her that.
50,000 Americans were diagnosed with COVID-19 on Wednesday, the highest one-day total by far. The World Health Organization says the virus
Watch, I wonder what they're going to blame it on. I wonder what they're going to blame it on. I guarantee they do not say one thing about about the protest. Guarantee not one thing.
Arizona, California, Texas, Tennessee, and North Carolina all reported a surge of new cases in the last 24 hours. Nearly 24 states have been forced to pause or roll back reopening plans.
If I were a betting man, guarantee they do not say one. Oh, now let's see how they're going to blame this on Trump. Let's see how they're going to blame this on Trump.
On Friday at Mount Rushmore.
I think we're going to be very good with the coronavirus. I think that at some point that's going to sort of just disappear.
I love how it says Fox up in the video because he won't even work with them because they're such fake news.
Is on the decline, and U.S. health experts fear the upcoming July 4th holiday is going to make it worse.
We must be disciplined about our own personal behavior.
But it's okay. But it's
holiday,
it just annoys me so bad that they will never mention the protests and how that could be part of this
we're
fight.
driving the current outbreaks in many states. Please, please, please avoid mass gatherings, wear face coverings, use hygiene.
But if you want to protest, it's okay. That's okay.
California, Texas, Florida, and Arizona are being hit especially hard. CNN's Jason Carroll has more.
Gee, all places where there were protests?
The spread of this virus continues at a rate that is particularly concerning.
Oh.
California's Governor Gavin
Newsom
announcing new restrictions this afternoon, halting all indoor activities in businesses.
Only reason he's governor
museums, zoos, and
is, gee, I wonder why. Guess who his aunt is? Well, Nancy Pelosi.
72% of the state's population.
We are now requiring they close their indoor operations due to the spread of the virus.
37 states seeing a surge over the past week, and now results of a new study say the actual
God, they're going to shut us down again, that's for sure.
Than the official numbers show. Research published in the medical journal JAMA Internal Medicine says the number of excess U.S. deaths from March to May was 28% higher than what was attributed to COVID-19.
There are storm clouds on the horizon.
Oh, here's another stellar governor.
New York Governor Andrew Cuomo to
He's another stellar one.
New York City from opening indoor dining next week. Cuomo warned if people do not comply, the state, which has seen its numbers moving in the right
people will not
direction,
comply,
could end up
we'll
back
send the
where it
Nazi
was
SS.
2 months ago.
We're back to the mountain. That is what is going to happen.
Troubling numbers continue coming in from Texas, Arizona, and Florida, where that state's Department of Health reported more than 6,500 additional
I just have a feeling they're going to shut us
today.
down.
The governor continues to
and they're going to blame it on people for not wearing masks. When really, gee, I wonder, I just can't.
Texas,
I know I've said it a bunch of times, but it's like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, it's not a friggin' protest. Like, how retarded can they be?
By more than 1,000 cases. In the face of those numbers, the state's lieutenant governor says he will stop listening to recommendations from the nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Yeah, because he's
states against
Lord Fauci.
CDC guidelines when
Look at
reopening.
this fucking moron.
He doesn't know what's happening. We haven't skipped over anything. The only thing I'm skipping over is listening to him.
Peyton Chester, a 23-year-old Texan, blames all of the mixed messages on part of the reason she got infected.
If some states are completely locked down and my state is almost operating at full capacity, it was hard to know exactly where the line stood just because there was so much conflicting information that I was receiving.
And late Wednesday,
She probably went to a BLM protest.
500 additional medical
Look at this guy.
personnel
This guy
to
looks
help with the
goofy
spread
as
of the virus
fuck.
there. Some other numbers coming out of Arizona: hospital beds now at 85% capacity, ICU beds at 88% capacity. Jason Carroll, CNN, New York.
Jason Carroll, CNN.
And since the
New York.
pandemic began, President Trump has resisted wearing a face mask, and at times he's mocked and belittled people who do.
Oh,
But
but this is how they're going to blame it on Trump. This is how they're going to blame it on him.
Country and more commonplace, the president has been increasingly isolated on this issue, and on Wednesday he appeared to bend.
I'm all for masks. I think masks are good. I would wear, if I were in a group of people and I was close.
You would wear one.
Oh, I would, oh, I have. I mean, people have seen me wearing one. I sort of like the way I looked.
Well, large parties have been identified as breeding grounds for the virus among young people in the United
So now
States.
CNN
But
is
as
even
one man
bending
in
to they're trying to
Arizona
get
found
Trump
out,
to is on
visiting
their
a
side.
bar, getting infected was
Where weren't they,
incredibly
Stu?
easy but terrifying to live through.
On the 6th to 7th day when I was sick, I
What the
started
hell's wrong with
getting
that guy's
a
sound?
cough issue, and it was very light to where if I took a deep breath, I would go ahead and have a cough. Within
This guy needs a
24
mask.
hours,
He's
it
ugly as
turned
shit.
into a cough attack where I couldn't take a small breath without fearing for my life.
Oh, it cracked
On
me
that
up.
Monday, where I decided to go to the hospital, I was literally laying on my bed in a position.
By the way, that's not my
to
sound. That's
breathe like
this guy's sound on the
a person
TV.
that smoked for 50 years. It was very scary. I feared for my life. And when I decided to go to the hospital, I also decided to make this message public because I knew I made a mistake. I knew that I didn't take this seriously, and I wanted other people to experience my experience. Because that's
What,
how
experience
I knew
getting
other people
corona?
would get this message, is through a personal experience with someone they probably knew and they can relate to.
And Flores also told us the bar was packed with up to 500 people that day.
There they go,
Just
blaming
killing.
bars again, rather than
Dozens of
blaming
potential
protesters.
vaccines are being studied all over the world. Drug maker Pfizer and German biotechnology company Biotech say preliminary trials of one of them have shown some promise. The most recent study only included about 45 patients, and the results have
Where is
not
that?
yet been published for peer review. So let's bring in Dr. Kent Sepkowitz, a professor
Does
of
anyone else
medicine
remember
and
when they
infectious
didn't
diseases
say
at
shit
Weill
about
Cornell
Corona
Medical
during the
College? Thank you
protests?
so much for joining us.
But now they won't mention the protests because
the US death toll
they know that's really
is now
why the spike is going back
128,000.
up.
Cases are surging in 37 states. 22 of those states
Well, how many
have
protests were in how many
caused roll
states?
back reopening, and most of California
Use
is
your
now
brain.
shut down again.
People, use
Why
your
are we
brain.
seeing this sudden surge
If
in
you're
cases,
watching this
and what
news, it's,
drastic
and this is
measures
where you're getting
need
your
to be
news
taken
from,
right now to
it's
stop the
absurd.
surge?
We're seeing the surge because we didn't pay attention to the rules of the shutdown the first time through. People got itchy. They felt like
They got
it was
protesty.
party time again. They had been indoors for too long. It's very hard to maintain the package of social distancing, sheltering at home. It's a very boring slog.
God, they will
But it
not
works.
say it.
Masks work. Washing your hands works. The whole package is monotonous.
Not tearing down cities works.
People got tired of it, and once it was like school was out, and people were jumping for joy, and that was the mistake.
This is really
there was
annoying
never
though, that they won't
the
talk
thought
about it
that we could go from
like
total
ever.
lockdown, total quarantine to hey.
It's really kind of
everybody
hard to
back in the
watch,
pool.
but it's kind of funny at the same
But everybody
time.
heard it that way, and so resumed improvident behavior.
Right, and of course, in the midst of this health crisis that we confront, President Trump appears to be changing his opinion on face coverings, now saying masks are good, but he won't mandate them, and he hasn't told his supporters to
What are you going to do, a
If he
nationwide
did
mandate
that,
on masks?
and also
God,
took
listen
the
to
lead
these
and
fucking
actually wore a
morons.
mask himself in public, could that be enough to stop this alarming surge in cases?
It would be a factor that would have some effect. I think that getting
They
people to
just
stay
won't
home,
talk
getting
about the
people
protests.
to not go to bars and drink, getting people to stay away
They
from
just
each
won't
other
do it.
In a social sense, those are much harder. But I think for him to take this seriously, for him to take human behavior seriously,
Can't even listen